it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my haul from Friday, September 14th. On this particular day, there was the 4-H rummage sale in the next town over. It's about 15 minutes from here. And they have this enormous 4-H building, and they stuff it to the gills with everything under the sun. It's one of my favorites because it's so big, and their prices are usually really good. This time around it was kind of, it was okay. I spent, I think, $26, and I've sold one thing so far, which I don't have to show you, but I can explain it to you, and you can look it up on eBay. But I sold that and made twice what I paid for everything here. So everything else here that sells is pure profit. It started at 9 in the morning. I got there probably around 7:45, and there were already like 6 people in front of me. And it was nice for about the first half hour. I sat on the ground, read my book, and it was kind of sprinkling outside, but thankfully there's like a roof, there's an overhang at this place, so I was sitting under there, and a bunch of other people were sitting and looking at their phones or whatever. And then this one woman showed up, and I remember her from last year. She's a very nice lady. She really is. She means well. But holy cow, is she loud. She's just so incredibly loud that it's just very distracting. So, of course, she comes walking up and sees people sitting on their little benches. I'm the only one sitting on the ground. They're sitting on benches. She goes over and she sits on a bench, and off she goes. And she just starts talking and talking and talking, and I'm trying to read and I can't concentrate, and all of a sudden she sees me. And she goes, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, oh, here we go. She goes, "Look at you reading a book." She's like, "Isn't that fabulous?" She's like, you know, not like those young kids with their face in their phones all the time. She goes, you know, a good old-fashioned real book. She's like, that's what people should be doing. She's like, good for you for reading. She's like, that's wonderful. And she just kept going on and on. I'm thinking, yes, I would like to get back to the reading, but I can't because she won't shut up. Oh, but anyway, I did my best. I think next year I might have to bring earplugs. Once she shows up, put them in my ears, and then that'll be it. And I'll go back to my book and be very happy until the sale starts. But like I said, she's very nice and she means well. It's just, I don't think she realizes how incredibly loud and distracting she is. But anyway, the first place I went to when I got there was the treasure room. And because I've done pretty well there in the past, unfortunately, they didn't have many treasures this time around. My first pass through there, I did find, though, for my son, which I was really happy about, I found him 3 pewter figurines to add to his collection. I've told this story in the past, but my late husband collected all those pewter figurines that were really popular, like in the probably late 70s to early 90s. They're wizards and dragons and, you know, knights and stuff like that. Well, he had a whole collection in a case that hung on the wall. And when my son was about 8, I got the box down from the attic, and I would take like 2 or 3 pieces out every year, wrap them up, put them under the tree with a tag that read, you know, that they were from Daddy. And so he started that collection off when he was 8. I think I gave him his last pieces when he was, I think, 18. And he absolutely loves it and has wanted, you know, to add to it and keep the tradition going. Problem is, these things are extremely hard to find now. They're just not popular. And so the only place you can really find them is on the secondary market. So whenever I find them, I snatch them up. And I was lucky enough to find 3 good sized ones. I think I paid a total of like $6. That's not included in the price I paid for everything else. But I was just really, really happy about that. So he's going to be thrilled. He can add more pieces to his father's collection. It's getting so big now that I think he needs a second display case to put everything in. Especially because the first one's getting really heavy, because pewter is not light. So after that, I went to the craft room, which is right, I think the next door over from the treasure room. Last year I found a ton of stuff. This year, whoops, sorry about that. This year, not so lucky. I found this cross-stitch kit from Dimensions. It's a wreath, and it says grandchildren are like flowers in the garden of life, and then you can put your grandchildren's names all around it. And this was 50 cents. Brand new and sealed. Should be able to get at least 20 plus shipping for that. And then this is another Dimensions kit called Hummingbird Delight. Got it for $1. Might make like $5 on it. I might put this in a lot with some other things. But that was it for the cross-stitch kits. The other thing that I found there that I paid, I think I paid a total of $5 when you added them all up. But I found all these doll pattern kits. And I figured, okay, well, haven't really done a lot of that before, so let's give it a shot. They all look to be brand new and uncut. So I'm probably gonna lot all of these together. And then this is kind of just some odds and ends from different doll patterns that are in there. But the other thing that I found when I was going through them was I found some of these patterns, and like this says 1860s walking suit ultimate fashion pattern, and then on the bottom here it says, focus, there we go, pattern and doll by Alice Leverett. So I looked him up. Holy smokes. I don't know if any of these are actually complete, because I have this one which I think is missing a page. I have this green walking suit with all the instructions, and then I have this 1870s pattern also somewhere. Yeah, I think this is the 1870s, which I'm not sure if it's the same as this or not. But so I'm going to sell these all together since I don't really know, if anything's really complete. But if you can find a complete pattern, they go for good money. And she also had kits, which included the silk fabric that you could make the doll clothes out of. Those go for a minimum of $100. So keep an eye out for them. If you can find the actual doll, an Alice Leverett doll, they go for a lot of money. So look her up on eBay and check the completed listings so that you know what you're looking for. But I don't usually do dolls because they're kind of creepy to me. But if I can make that much money on them, I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for her stuff. That was it in the craft room. So then I went out to the main room. They have a book room, a craft room, a treasure room, a kids room, and then they have this massive, they have a clothing room, and then they have a massive, massive room that has all your housewares. There's also toys there. Yeah, the little room is for infant toys. They have all kinds of toys, games, puzzles, housewares, Christmas, other holidays, pets, health and beauty, electronics. I mean, most everything is in this main room. So when I went out there, I tried to scrounge around for some stuff. Like I said, wasn't as successful as in past years. But I did find this little, it's called a dummy board. It's just cut out of wood, and it has this little easel. But sorry guys, bought it because it said Bethany Low Designs on the back, which is a really good name. I've sold some of her stuff before and did really well. this will probably only get me like 10 to 15 bucks. But that was, trying to find it on my list here, guys. That was 25 cents. So couldn't go wrong for that price. Then this I paid a little bit too much for, unfortunately. This is a Port Marion Botanic Garden Terrace Bunny Salt Pepper Shaker set. I'm not going to take them out of the box, but that's what they look like. I paid $3 for these, and I think I'm only going to get maybe 20. And then this was the only perfume I could find. Well, men's cologne. This is a classic men's fragrance set from Dana. You've got Canoe, which if you can find a bigger bottle of this, it sells really well, so keep an eye out for that. English Leather, I've done really well in the past with full-size bottles of that. This is British Sterling and Navy. This one I don't think is as popular, but these three, especially Canoe, can do really well. I paid $2.50 for that. Might make 20 plus shipping, 15 plus shipping, something like that. Nothing spectacular. Then for 75 cents, I got this Fitz and Floyd Bunny Blooms set. It's like 3 little bunnies in different poses, holding flowers. Might make like 15 plus shipping on that. It's nothing crazy. Then, of course, I got some mugs. These, I don't know what they're going to do because I can't find them anywhere. But I bought them because they're weird, and you guys know I like weird. And people on eBay love weird, so that's why I got them. I actually got 2 of each of these. So I have 2 of the girl and 2 of the boy. And these are from Queen West. And I think I paid... yeah, $0.25 a piece for these. So $1 for all 4 mugs, and they stack. So I have the girls up together and the boys up together, and they're going up at auction. We'll see what happens with those. I think I put them up for 20 plus shipping. And then I also got, for 50 cents, I got 2 of these mugs, and I bought these because they're Wachtersbach. Hello. There we go. And these say Spain. Most of them say West Germany, but some of them will say Spain on the bottom. I cannot find, I think I only found one other seller on Etsy, I think, that sold this mug, but I don't know what she sold it for. So I'm not sure. These are very hard to find. It's a rare pattern, so I don't know what these will go for. I put them both up together for, I think, 20 plus shipping. Then I got 8 of these mugs, so I paid a whopping, I think, $2 for these. And I looked at the pattern, I'm like, you know what? It's really kind of simple and plain, and I bet it's probably worth something because it's very simple. Because a lot of times simple sells. It's hard to see on the back, but right here it says, I don't know if it's going to focus because it's so close. It says Marimekko. It's Marimekko. And these were made by them for Volkscraft. And the pattern is called, what is it? Oh, I guess it's just Marimekko Christmas tree mugs. There's a whole pattern of China. These should sell pretty well. I think I should be able to get maybe 40 for all of them. Not really sure. Maybe I can get 10 bucks a mug out of them, so maybe 80. We'll have to see. I don't know if I'm going to put them all up together or put them up in sets of 2 or sets of 4. I haven't decided yet. So obviously they're not listed yet. Most of the other stuff I just showed you is all the rest of the mugs, the perfume, the cross stitch kits. That's all listed, or the one cross stitch kit. I got 2 of these bowls. with the cardinal on them. These are from 222 Fifth. The pattern's called Holiday Wishes. I think I put these up for 20 plus shipping. They're dessert bowls, and they cost me, where are they? Oh, $1 for both of them. Alright, then I got this little stone or clay or whatever he's made out of owl for free. Not really marked. I don't know what he's gonna do. Maybe nothing. But it was free. Back at one of the back tables where they had a bunch of dishes and stuff, I got this square baker. Now I just had a bowl, which I'll show you because I have it over here because I have to take it downstairs. I bought this at a rummage sale a few weeks before, and it's hard to see, but there's a pattern right here of like ivy leaves. I sold that, I think I bought it for $1 or $2 at a rummage sale back in July. I just sold that last night for $35 plus shipping. It's going to California. So not too bad on that. Replacements actually want, I think, $75 or more for the bowl, and I know they want $75 for this square baker. So I'm probably going to put this up for $35 or $40 and see what happens. The woman who bought the bowl might actually buy this. I'm just waiting to hear back from her, so we'll see. Okay, then, oh, I went back in the treasure room to see if I could find anything else, and I did find this little guy. This little Asian man figurine. That's what they're calling them on eBay. But I bought him because he says Fitz and Floyd on the bottom. From 1976. And only problem is, I think he was $1 or $1.50. He was really cheap. He's supposed to have like a little wooden parasol. And you can see here, his fingers are broken right here. So we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping to get at least 20 out of them without the umbrella, but we'll just have to wait and see because they're fairly hard to come by. So see what happens with that. Then, this was in the Christmas section. Just bought it because it looked like Polish stoneware. I don't think it is. I can't read the mark on the bottom to save my life. So I don't know, but it was only 25 cents. So I picked up this little creamer. Maybe get 10 on that. I got a set of Sakura snowmen. This is the sugar bowl. And this is the creamer. Those were, where are those? Those were 50 cents for the set. So maybe, hopefully like 15 plus shipping on those. Then I got 4 Pier 1 plates that I have to clean up a little bit. But these are, trying to find the pattern, guys. Oh, they're just called Christmas tree. Oh, well, duh. It's on the back, stupid. Christmas tree. Duh. There's 2 green ones. There's 2 red ones. I think I paid $2.50 for the set. Maybe get 15 to 20 plus shipping? I can't remember. It was a couple weeks ago when I looked those up. And then I bought this just because it had a really bold, simple pattern, and I know some people really like that. And this was actually only 25 cents. This is a Ljubljana bowl that was made in Poland. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully my battery's not going to go dead before the end of this video because my thing is blinking. There aren't any other of these big bowls on eBay, so we'll have to see what that does. I have no idea. And then last but not least, I bought this really cool toy. This is called a Strobotop. And you have these discs and you put them in this little plastic thing that has a little thing on the bottom so you can spin it like a top. And then you turn this little light on, and with this dial up here you can make the light flash faster or slower, and it, as this thing is spinning around and the lights flashing on it, it looks like the horses are running. It's so cool. I was playing with this thing like all night. Unfortunately, there's a loose connection in the little strobe thing, so you have to hold it at just the right angle for it to light up. My husband was messing with it to get it to work. But I know I can sell it because just these discs by themselves, I think I saw one set go for like, I don't know, $20 or $30, and I have 3 sets of discs in here. So I'm hoping to get maybe like 40 or more for the whole set. I haven't decided yet whether I should just split the discs up into sets or not, and then just sell the original discs with this. We'll see. But I was like a kid in a candy store. I was playing with all these and I was showing it to my kids. I'm like, come here, look at this, it's so cool. And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. My daughter just looks at me, she goes, how old are you? I'm like, look, I don't care if I'm 50 years old. If I'm going to act like a 4-year-old, I'm going to act like a 4-year-old. I mean, if that toy had been around when I was little, I would have loved it. Because that's definitely an only child toy. That's something that you could sit around with for hours and just, you know, be fascinated with. So I liked it. If nobody buys it, I'm going to keep it for myself and play with it. So anyway, that's it, guys. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the thing that sold. I found on my way out, I think it was the second time around, laying on a table. I think somebody had originally picked it up and then they put it down. It was a tiny little book with a gold, looked like leather cover, and it said U.S. Military Academy Bugle Notes 2018 to 2022. It was actually what they call the plebe Bible. You know, they call the freshmen plebes. And they give them to the incoming freshmen at West Point. And it has all this information in it that they need to know for school. All this military information. I picked it up for $25, I believe. Yes. And I sold it, I think I had it up for $45 at auction. It actually went up to $56, and the buyer paid shipping because it went to Luxembourg or something like that. She was very excited to get it. So I was really happy with that. $56 off of 25 cents, and that paid for everything I bought and then some. So that's it, guys. Coming back with another good garage sale day, and then I had actually another couple of good garage sale days, and then 2 big rummage sales and 1 really tiny pathetic one. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.